If you are sick or disabled, then you know what it's like to struggle every day to accomplish things that other people do without a second thought. It has no doubt taken a lot of effort to apply for Social Security disability, and even more patience and perseverance waiting for the final stage of the process, the judicial hearing. Once you get a hearing date, it's natural to feel tense and apprehensive. After all, you have a lot riding on this one appearance, and you want to make sure that everything goes as well as possible. While your attorney is busy with final preparations to appear before the administrative law judge to present your case, chances are you'll spend a few sleepless nights worrying about what to expect and what will happen. The purpose of this video is to give you a few details about what your hearing will be like and hopefully to help set your mind at ease. First, when you arrive at the hearing office, what is sometimes called the ODAR or Office of Disability Adjudications and Review, you'll be greeted by a security guard at the front door. The guard will ask for photo identification and will also search you and your belongings for safety. Do not forget your ID. They will not let you attend the hearing without it. This must be a valid, current photo ID, such as a driver's license, ID card, or passport. If you don't have a photo ID, or if yours is expired, talk with your lawyer who can help you figure out how to obtain one in time. After you clear security, you'll go to a waiting room where you'll be met by your lawyer. In the few minutes before the hearing, the lawyer will answer any last-minute questions you may have. Once the judge calls your case, you and your attorney will go into the hearing room. This is not a typical courtroom like you might see on television. Typically, it's a small, plain room, usually about 20 foot by 20 foot. The judge will be seated at a bench, which is a slightly raised area of the room. And seated beside the judge will be the court clerk. There may also be a medical expert or vocational expert present if the judge has requested them. A medical expert is a physician who's reviewed your medical records and who will provide testimony as to your ability to work and any limitations that you may have. The vocational expert is a professional who evaluates physical and mental conditions of disability claimants and then provides testimony on whether jobs exist that a claimant could do given those conditions and restrictions on activities. As the hearing begins, the judge will usually have a brief discussion with your attorney about procedural matters in your case. Then, either the judge will ask you questions directly or your attorney will question you. Either way, answer the questions honestly and thoroughly. After your questioning, the judge will question any medical or vocational experts that have been called. In most cases, the vocational experts and the medical expert are not there to help you in your case. Rather, they will be testifying in a way that makes you sound less disabled than you are. When you hear their testimony, don't panic or become upset. Your attorney is there to cross-examine those experts in a way that supports a finding of disability in your case. Once all the questioning is done, the judge will typically allow your lawyer to make a final argument in your case. Most hearings last approximately 30 to 45 minutes. When you're in the hearing, it will seem to fly by. Don't worry, that's normal. I do have a couple of tips though to keep in mind. Don't dress up. We want the administrative law judge to see you how you really are, not flashy or wearing expensive clothing and jewelry or made up to hide signs of your illness. Wear clean, neat work clothes, nothing too fancy and nothing too casual or revealing. Bring any assistive devices you normally need, such as canes, walkers, or wheelchairs. Don't ask questions, joke, or comment on what other people are saying. Refrain from addressing the administrative law judge unless you are spoken to. Keep your comments brief and clear. Don't volunteer more information than was asked of you by the judge or the lawyer. Tell the truth. Always, always tell the truth. The administrative law judge can tell when your words are misleading, and it may hurt your chances of being approved. Don't be nervous. Your attorney has been through this many, many times before. We know what we are doing, and we will be right there with you. This is David Henson with HensonFuerst Attorneys. If you have additional questions, go to our website at lawmed.com/Social Security Disability or call our phone number at 1-800-4LAW-MED. If you have questions, we have answers.